after you went to bed, I started playing jungle because I was like, I'm not about to. Because Malik, I wasn't gonna make Malik play support, and I didn't want to play with a random support, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just play jungle. And then this game happened, and it was really interesting. Our Ash's name was Big Retardo.
I know. I saw it, and I was just as disappointed. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. A Big Retardo has left.
They came back. But they started a cull, and I was like, bitch, why? And this Yumi didn't even buy anything other than their support item.
I mean, I kind of see it. Ain't really like you need anything other than the fucking biscuits anyway.
You could buy a ward, though.
Doesn't she have one?
No. I mean, she has the ward that everyone has. I'm talking about you have enough gold to buy a pink ward if you're not going to use potions.
I guess that's true. I didn't think of that. Which is probably where she was at. She did not think of that.
But needless to say, we weren't optimistic about bot lane at the start of this game. But I was like, we're on blue side. I'll see what their lane looks like after I take red. I'm not gonna deny them ganks yet. And that turned out to be a really good decision. Also, Malik played Ornn, and I was like, yay!
I'm dead.
I'm not even Ezreal, but I'm still happy just to see him. Especially since I played Volibear. Like, the two of us together were just so terrifying.
I feel that.
Okay, so this, like, one day, Sable, you will be watching this on YouTube, and you need to watch this gank and how it goes. So in comes Volibear, and they're like, let's back up. And I was like, no! And Soraka just like, oh, shit, there's a bear here. Now, this is important. When the ADC goes this way, just run straight through the bushes, because in order to avoid dying, they then have to run back towards your tower. If they try to run all the way around, you will cut them off where this Soraka is right now.
Okay.
See? And then Soraka flashed away from Xayah. And this was cool too. This Ashe was actually really smart. She sees the Soraka heal the Xayah and sees how low Soraka is. So she kills Soraka first. And now Xayah's like just dead. And when Ashe gets the double kill, Volibear all the way back here ain't trying to take shit.
Right.
So now Ashe is 2-0 at level 4. No, at level 2, my bad. I'm level 3. Ashe is 2-0 at level 2. So, anybody who's ever played against Ashe knows that that lane is fucking over.
You right.
This was funny too. This Nico was all over Sable's shit. But she already flashed and took a tower shot. And I just got lucky and picked the right one. Also, this Graves was really bad. Like, he hasn't done anything yet, which is fine, but, like, his whole team was pushing up, and he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep farming him up. He got executed, Lord! Right as I didn't even know that until just now. This Tryndamere actually did a decent job getting out of that, and I was like, alright, I see you, Tryndamere. But I'll be back.
I'm dead. I think I wouldn't mind learning Ornn, like, as a support. Like,
He's a fun character, it just... You gotta be aggressive, you can't sit back. Especially as support, like... Because you can't save anybody. You ain't saving shit.
I mean, his ult can. Not
Kind of,
everybody.
but it's like hella delayed. And like this Graves sees that he's on Scuttles and then is like, I'm gonna go into Volibear's jungle, and I was like, bro, bless. He flashed Michelle.
I'm dead.
And I was like, okay. And then Tryndamere
showed up.
Right, Malik shows up with no health, and Tryndamere teleports back into top lane, and Malik's like, well then I'll just back, like... But this Nico had Sable shoved under tower so much, and she never roamed once. Even when Ashe is 2-0. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna come around again. But this time, Michael go and get some gold out of this.
That was good though.
Right. Ashe still got a kill. Both of them died. Nobody died on our team. And now, well, after Graves learns a lesson. Oh, that's right. Sable was like, I got this, and I was like, Sable, Nico is right there. This Graves, like, was always visible. Like, we revealed this Graves so much, like, he just couldn't do anything. And I'm just like, well, then this is ours. Like, if Graves is gonna just run away from me every time he sees me, like... And then Sable killed Nico. And then, like, I take Dragon, and then immediately I'm thinking about Rift Herald, which is about to spawn.
Oh, Soraka's up there.
Yeah, she did that a couple times.
Graves whiffed. So he didn't even see where you were.
Right. Yeah, Soraka tried to roam, but it didn't really work for her because Ashe was already fed.
Right.
And, like, it got to a point where, like, bot lane didn't even need me anymore. They were just getting double kills when at will. And then Graves is like, I'm in Volibear's jungle. And again, everybody knows it. Like, and I see that, and I'm like, okay, well, if Graves is down bot, this is mine. I ended up backing off of it because Graves ganked Sable and then headed straight for me. But that's okay. Because Graves saw me back off and suddenly thought he could fight me. And I'm like, no, bro, I just don't want to fight you and the Rift Herald at the same time. And I was like, well, Tryndamere sees this and is still pushed up. So fuck it. I don't have ult, but Malik does. And now, with Graves back and Tryndamere dead, this is just ours.
Right.
We had some positioning issues with this thing. It was being obnoxious. Or maybe that was... No, that was the second one. That's right. Or maybe that was a different game. Okay. So I have the Rift Herald. I'm like, where am I going to put it? I'm like, well, bot lane is stomping, so that's not necessary. Malik is already getting platings in top lane, so he doesn't really need my assistance taking towers. The person with the that's getting pressured the most and has the least amount of plates taken and pushing power is Sable. So let's just go punch Sable's tower in the face a little bit.
Right?
And this freaking Graves, man, like...
Just never learned, man.
I don't even think I knew he was there this time. But it didn't matter, like... He went to gank bot. But I'm like... But I'm here. And I'm not even gonna gank Nico. I'm just gonna put this Rift Herald right here and walk away. And... plates.
Did Sable get gold?
I don't know. I guess I can check. I don't think so, because Nico had the pressure on pretty hard. Like, she was pretty pushed up, so I doubt he was in range. Yeah, no. See, I was on my way down here, and they were like, bro, we don't need your help. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll just go back. But with the Rift Herald down, immediately, I'm thinking about Dragon. I'm warding up. Go take some camps while I wait. But like, you notice I hardly ever take wolves or golems. Because I'm just applying so much pressure. I don't have time.
Right.
Which, that is a personal thing. Like, not everybody has to play that way. Poor Sable. I don't remember what I was doing in this situation. I guess I've just taken our camp. I could have taken drag, but like, now. I think I was waiting for my buffs to be back up because I kind of wanted double buffs for when I went to take drag. I don't know what I was thinking. I was being a dumb.
It's okay.
I didn't say the game was perfect. But once again, we know where Graves is. Like, I'm like, well, let's see if he wants to challenge me.
He couldn't out-challenge you even if he wanted.
I think bot lane even came up eventually, so... Yeah, before Graves even had a chance, bot lane was already there. And so he actually did come down, and Ashe just, like, mollywopped him. I didn't even have to help. I just took the drag.
She's 7-0-2. I'd be terrified.
This was the one thing this Nico... I was like, wow, she actually got me. I legit thought it was her, and that was me being a dumb again. And the Nico did kill me eventually, but... It's again because I was being a dumb. And she blew, like, everything. Like, you'll see it. She was like, I'm tired of this bear. But now both Dragon and Rift Herald are down for the foreseeable future. So I'm like, alright, well, let's just farm in the jungle for a minute. There's no lane that overly needs ganking. I could gank Nico, but Tryndamere and Malik are both out of lane. Ashe is beyond fine. This bitch does not need my help.
Right.
And I was kind of enjoying fucking with Graves. See, and Malik's got that pink ward there, so he knows Graves is there again. And so do I. Like, you gotta go back around this way, my dude, like...
Damn, he flashed.
Mm-hmm. He didn't want none. But the thing is, like... Okay, so, at that point I had two options. I could keep chasing Graves, or I could go gank somebody who matters. And I know Graves can't interfere this time. I don't think we actually got him. Partially because Malik missed his ult, but I ain't gonna... Like, that's not important. But, as a result, now the Rift Herald's about to respawn, and Tryndamere is out of the picture entirely. Tryndamere is not a factor in this Rift Herald.
Right, I feel that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, this was the one where we had some positioning issues. Because I couldn't get it to come out of the corner. Malik was like, just hit it, we'll get it. And I was like, but I want it out of the corner though. And this is another thing. If you go with my strategy about the Rift Herald and you're like, I'm just going to use it to, like, take out one tower, you can't switch towers after you use it the first time. You use it on the same tower twice and that tower is basically gone. And then this was the moment where I was being a dumb. I should have just gone through River, but I was like, this Nico won't kill me. And then she was like, flash ult, and I was like, oh okay. So that's how we planned today. Sable was so mad at this point because this minion got right in the way of his shot and he was like, fuck.
I feel him.
But like, this Nico couldn't kill him without her ult, and she uses it on me, so... And then once again, like, oh look, here's Graves. Like... And they think I'm here to fight them, but I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna drop this Rift Herald. And it's going to finish off that tower. And now Drag's about to come up.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So now only bot lane can contest Drag, and they're so far behind. Plus, Soraka's not even there. Also, if the enemy team has Scuttles and it's an Earth Soul, that little rock will prevent them from seeing you with the Scuttle button.
Okay.
Granted, I walked out of it because I thought Xayah was coming up, which is my bad. But still a good tidbit to have. And then bot lane got their tower. Or not yet. Still got a minute. And then Graves, again, shows up afterwards, gets revealed, and I'm like, hey, Sable, Graves is here. And Sable was like, okay. Like, this. I don't think this Graves caught anyone off guard the entire game.
That's so sad. There they get it.
Yeah. I knew it was pretty soon. And then Sable killed Nico again. And then Graves, oh my god, and then... So Graves is fighting Malik, and Trinity is just standing there. And I was like, okay, well then... Like... I was like, you're not getting away from both of us, my dude. We both fucked up our shots, and we still got him. And at this point, as the jungler, at this point, if you've done your job well, it basically just comes down to fighting at Dragon for the rest of the game. Like, you've put your team in a position to win the game. All they got to do is keep things up. And Ashe had no trouble with that. Ashe was like, I got you, my dude. And Malik just wouldn't die. As you'll see here in a minute. Like, we didn't actually get the Dragon Soul because we didn't have time. Also, you notice how important vision is as the jungler. I have the highest vision score in the game. More so than both supports.
Yeah, but they suck. Like...
That Soraka was level 7. Can you believe that, Michelle? Okay, so...
Wait, a level 7 Soraka?
Yeah.
Yo, she kinda sucks.
Mm-hmm. Both the Nico and the Soraka were level 7.
Oh, okay.
So, Graves,
So
once
I
again,
know
is on
Sable
a ward.
was like, oh, I'm about to get bopped.
Yeah.
But ended up bopping.
Pretty much, yeah. Malik's sitting here just fucking up his Graves, and then in comes Soraka again. Now, there are 3 of them here, right? And at this point, Malik is going to have a hard time getting to Soraka, because there's Graves and Tryndamere in the way. But the one thing Malik is excellent at is not dying.
Okay.
So, we're just going to keep watching. See, he can't kill Graves because Soraka's there, but he can't really get to Soraka because of Graves. But then... And they went too ham. And didn't even get Malik. They did all that to kill Ornn, and as a result, gave up 3 kills without us getting anything in return. And then as soon as Ashe showed up in mid lane, they were like, you know what? That's enough for today.
I feel them. Because I'd have been like, oh, this bitch is 11-0. And,
Well, because the only thing she hadn't done all game was roam. Like, she just stayed in bot lane, so no one cared yet.